What's up, fam? Today's topic is pain, and we will be using the FAM method: forgive, accept, and move on to break it down. I used to think pain was just something you avoided like the plague, but come to find out, it's really not. It's something that builds character and strength within us, so it's just something that we're gonna have to learn to live with and go through. It just so happens that I picked up this book for the first time in a while, and the first page I landed on had a passage that speaks on pain. So I thought it would be cool and pretty powerful if I share it with you guys. Here we go. They were wrong. This pain, this heartache, these harmful habits, they don't last forever. Why? Because the heart is made of water and the mind is made of fire. The essence of both is change. The will to heal can remove the deepest stains on our spirit. And right on the next page, progress is being aware when there is a storm happening inside of you and remaining calm as it passes by. The book is called Inward by Young Pueblo. Special and major big ups to Auntie K. What is pain? Is it only physical, or is it also emotional? Or is it just a mental thing? We often tend to separate each of them or give more weight and priority to one more than the other. In fact, they're all interconnected. Mental blockages or things that we find ourselves obsessing over eventually becomes tremendous emotional strain, which can then quite possibly show up in physical form as aches or ailments. Headaches, migraines, joint pains, and even the infamous back pain. Pain is pretty much a birthright that we must all pass through as humans going through the earthly experience. But more important than the actual pain is the passing through it. As we grow older, it becomes harder for us to live and let go. We take everything as a personal threat to our existence. Death, poverty, trauma, sickness, violence are all elements that cause great amounts of pain in our earthly lives. How can we just simply move past these things when we encounter them? It is so much. They seem to surround us completely. Well, there is no one easy way or simple method. What is more important, however, is that we accept and learn the lesson of how not to take any of these happenings as a personal attack. Yes, there are many things that we can improve upon in our lives if we make the right and proper efforts. But many of the greater pains that we face, death, trauma, poverty, sickness, violence, are in no way a part of just our control. We can only do our best in responding to pain with appropriate actions when they arise. This might mean gathering the trust and courage to weather the storm and pass through it. Other than that, our obsessive focus and constant reflecting on pains that present themselves within our lives only creates and adds more sensation of pain within us. Our unforgiveness for situations that caused us pain essentially adds more pain. In the effort of trying not to face and forgive, struggle and suffering appears. Our hearts become closed off. Fresh energy is not allowed to leave and be expressed, and simultaneously fresh energy is not allowed to come in. With pain comes our deepest fears, and in order to avoid those fears, it would be best to avoid or ignore pain as much as we can. Beyond the fear of pain is usually the fear that we may not be equipped or strong enough to overcome. We can call this doubt or inadequacy. This fear is more often than not an exaggeration of the mind's imagination of how terrible things could turn out. We can call this anxiety. Even brief pains such as physical or muscle discomfort strikes great pain within us at times. Why go through the pain of working out when we might not see immediate results or any results at all? Here in this example, we see an extension of our self-doubt and inadequacy, where fear lies in not getting what we really want, which is to be in shape and feel our best. In fact, this seems to be one of the main sensations of fear that drives us to stay away from challenging situations that may cause us discomfort or pain. Great self-doubt or inadequacy and the fear of being rejected or not getting what we truly want. However, the only way forward is through the discomforts and the pains. The fear begins within our minds, with the stories that we believe and tell ourselves. And because a lot or majority of these stories were handed down to us, even when we do try our best and give our best efforts, they may still arise. But with forgiveness and acceptance, we may find that we have tremendous courage, enabling us to trust in ourselves and our natural capabilities to move on.